Have you ever felt like you've been behind in this race in 2026? We halfway through. You see all your peers, they going on runs, they flexing all this cash. You know what I mean? They on Instagram popping it for real, and you still sitting at home. Be like, damn, why I can't do that? You know what I mean? This is 5 ways to elevate your game in 2026 to be just like them peers that you watching. Wasting your time watching that. You know what I mean? But I'm Leaky Hustler, and this is Game is Game. Now, a little bit about myself before we get into the video. I'm Raleek. A lot of y'all know me as Leaky Hustler, Leak Hustler, Leak from 410, et cetera, et cetera. We ain't got to go down the line, all the names, you know what I mean? But a lot of y'all know me as them different names because I got to a lot of different stuff. I'm pretty young. I'm 20. I got my CMT, you know what I mean? I rap a little bit. I wash cars. I'm a jack of all trades for real, you know what I mean? I dibble and dabble and everything. But mainly my purpose for this channel is to really give out game to anybody that feels if they ain't enough or they just need a little help, you know? And now I'm not going to say that I'm perfect and I know everything, but I know these videos should be at least enough to help you get through what you need to get through. So, without further ado, man, let's get straight into the video. All right, so my first way to elevate yourself in 2026 has to be the most no-brainer on this list, the most easiest on this list as well, and that's going to be trusting God, man. If you don't trust God, that means you're an overthinker, and overthinking is a sin. Let's start there. You know what I mean? Everything that you do throughout your day will come from God. Whether that's you brushing your teeth, whether that's you going to change somebody's tire, whether that's you walking your dog, all that is going to align with your purpose. And your purpose comes from God himself. If you don't trust God, then that's showing him that you have no faith in him. You know what I mean? Trusting God will be able to make you see everything differently, as well as being able to trying to find a better way to put it, as well as being able to execute everything that's you at least want to do for yourself, if that makes sense. So trust God with everything that you do, man, because he will always have the way, and he knows the way. He has the way written out for you. You just don't know it yet. You just got to live life. Living life is literally the game. That's all it is. It's just playing the game that he has for you. Don't do wrong and trust God. It should be pretty easy. So my second way to elevate yourself in 2026 is definitely staying disciplined, man. In 2026, we got a lot of stuff at our palm of our hands, you know what I mean? It's a lot of easy ways to get off track of the plan and go a different route. A lot of us, have addictions and shit. A lot of us, we watch porn, we smoke weed, we drink beer, liquor, you know what I mean? All that type stuff. Those are the easiest ways to get off track and losing yourself and losing your purpose. You know what I mean? Staying disciplined can come from a lot of things. Little things, Getting up and brushing your teeth every day is staying disciplined. Getting up and go for a walk every day is staying disciplined. You staying down to your plan is staying disciplined. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of people out here that lack this one little skill. And that's why they're not up in 2026, you know what I mean? They still watching their peers pop it as hard as they want to because they can't stay disciplined enough to at least stop watching their peers and go do something for themselves, you know what I mean? It's all upon you to get up and go make a difference in what you got going on. You know what I mean? Staying disciplined. A lot of people build discipline with a 90-day run. And a lot of people Y'all may not know what a 90-day run, but a 90-day run is really just holding yourself accountable for strictly 90 days. And you should really hold yourself accountable 365 days out of the year, but really holding yourself even more accountable in those 90 days is going to build your discipline for the rest of the days to come, if that makes sense. 90 days is really for you to save your money, work out good, eat good, whatever you plan to do. But me personally, a 90-day run is one of the best ways to elevate myself. If you don't want to elevate yourself, then you can continue to watch them videos of all your peers doing it, shit that you want to do, popping it in clubs, buying sections, taking flights. You continue to watch them do that shit. But you got to discipline this mind first, Discipline the mind. And that's really rewiring your brain to really be like, nah, I can't do that. I can't go out today. I can't go smoke no weed. I ain't worked out today. Stuff like that. Little things is going to build discipline throughout your mind. It's going to rewire your whole brain. You should be able to elevate yourself after you learn a tiny bit of discipline in 2026. My third way to elevate yourself in 2026 has to be finding a hobby, man. Finding a hobby shouldn't be hard for anybody. And a hobby can go for many different things, from driving to playing your video game, reading books, for the women doing hair. I know some of y'all like to shake your legs, but that could be a little hobby, Something that you like to do though, man. And when you find a hobby and it's something different, you're gonna stand out. And you're gonna feel a lot more confident about yourself because it's something that you like to do. And then once you like to do it, you're going to be able to get better at it and better at it and better at it. Then you'll be able to master it, And then that'll be something that you're proud of. And that's something that you can build off the discipline with, A lot of people, they got hobbies in 2026. And it's some people, they got a lot of bad hobbies. I'm not saying like, smoking weed is a kind of a bad hobby, but it's kind of is. But I smoke weed myself, so I'm not going to say that it's a bad hobby, but like, a lot of people do shit like that to stay out the way and stand out. It ain't really that hard to just stay out the way and mind your business, bro. It really ain't. So if you want to elevate yourself, you really have to stay away from the peers sometime and really just go off and do your own thing. So find a hobby to elevate yourself, man. Could be simple. All right, y'all. So my fourth way to elevate yourself in 2026 has to be not waiting for when the time is right for you. A lot of us, we dream big and we got a lot of goals. A lot of us want to feel like we should be millionaires at 26. A lot of us think we need to be these big influencers. Well, we want to be these big influencers and stuff, but we're just so scared and not ready for the moment. We just, in our minds, we're telling ourselves, oh, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for the fame. I'm not ready for the money that come with it. None of that. I'm not ready for it. But you got to think about it. The time that you're not posting these videos or the time you're not dropping that song is time that you're not going to get back. That's time that you could have been making that money off that song if you put it out. Or that's money you could have been making off that video if you put it out. Don't wait till you feel as if the time is right. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be somebody else that's doing the same thing that you're trying to do. And they're executing it because they didn't wait till when they felt like the time was right. They didn't wait till when their body felt okay to go work out. They out here getting to it, out here getting it. So don't wait till when you feel as if the time is right for you. You have to get out there and actually do it. You literally just have to do it. Like Nike, bro. Just do it. Don't hold back on nothing that you want to do in life. Just handle that business and be ready for everything that come with it. It could be that simple. Just handle your business, bro. All right, so my fifth and final way for you to elevate your game in 2026 has to be dream big, man. Don't sit around and keep thinking you can't get outside your city. You know what I mean? Don't just sit there and be small minded is what a lot of people call it. Don't sit around and think that you can't do something because you're in a certain predicament that you're in right now. A lot of the things that you want to do is going to take time. You know what I mean? And time comes every day. We get a whole 24 every single day. You know what I mean? It's going to come eventually. But as long as you dream big and you constantly stick to the plan, you're going to be where you need to be. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that's strictly around here just to shoot your dreams down, man. Strictly just to shoot your dreams down. You got to block all that noise out. You really got to lock in on what you really want to do, what your purpose is. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they shoot those dreams down because they ain't never seen nobody do it, or they just not programmed to even dream that big. But if you dream big and constantly dream big and say, I can do this, or I'm not gonna say do this, but let me give you an example. I can be a movie star, I can be an actor, I can be an artist, you know what I mean? I can do whatever whatever I want to do. It's just all about up here. You know what I mean? It's all about the mindset. You have to constantly dream big. You have to see yourself in a higher era than what you're in right now. You know what I mean? I hope I said that right. And you have to see yourself living better than what you're living right now. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people out here that's falling behind because they're just small-minded and won't get out of that little program that we're wired to think that we can't do anything. Especially, people, not going to get demonetized, but a lot of us dream small because we in the hood and shit. We see these little houses, you know what I mean? I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't leaving this, you know what I mean? But you have to dream big. You have to get up out that trap, man, to really elevate yourself and elevate your game, man. I'm not going to sit here and keep yapping. I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. This was 5 different ways for y'all to elevate yourself in 2026. If y'all don't take nothing else from this, man, I hope that y'all at least just try and take one of these things to change yourself. And this is July 14th I'm making this video. You know what I mean? Hopefully, what's that mean? You got 5 months. Y'all got 5 months to have a completely different 2026. I'm going to do this shit every day for 3 months straight. Y'all going to see this 90-day run I'm about to go on. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. This is Game is Game with Leaky Hustle, and I'm out.